Hello, my name is Jessica. Today I will tell you a story called The Red Scarf. It is about truth, betrayal, and a daughter's painful choice. Listen carefully. My name is Myra. I am 18 years old. I live with my mother in a small apartment. The walls are thin and the floors squeak. We have little money, but enough to survive. My mother works at a bakery every morning. She always comes home tired and quiet. I never knew my father. She said he died before I was born. I believed her for 18 years. Everything changed last week. I found a box under her bed. It was old and locked with a small key. The key was hidden in her jewelry drawer. I opened it slowly with shaking hands. Inside were letters, photos, and a red scarf. The scarf looked soft and worn with time. One letter had my mother's name on it. It was from a man named Tomas. He wrote about love and running away together. He said, "We will start new, just you and me." Another letter was from my real father. His name was Daniel. He wrote, "Lena, I heard you left with Tomas. I am heartbroken, but I still love you." There was a photo of my mother and Tomas. She looked happy and young in the picture. Another photo showed her pregnant and alone. No Tomas. No smile, just fear in her eyes. At the bottom of the box was a newspaper clipping. The date was 18 years ago. The headline read, "Local man dies of broken heart." The man was Daniel, my father. He died 1 month after my mother disappeared. The article said he stopped eating and sleeping. He just waited for her to come back. She never did. She ran away with Tomas and left Daniel behind. Then Tomas left her too when he saw she was pregnant. She came back to this city alone with me in her arms. She told everyone Daniel was dead, but he died because of her choice. I sat on the floor for hours crying. My whole life was built on a lie. I confronted her that evening at dinner. I placed the letters on the table. She turned pale and started to cry. She said, "I was young and scared." Tomas promised me freedom. She said Tomas left her the same night she told him about the baby. She had nowhere to go, so she returned here. She buried Daniel's memory to protect me, but all she did was bury the truth. I told her, "You let an innocent man die in pain." She begged me to understand. She said she has regretted it every day. But understanding does not erase pain. That night I packed my bag. I took my clothes, my books, and the red scarf. She kept Daniel's red scarf hidden all these years. Maybe out of guilt, maybe out of love. I left a note on the kitchen table. It said, "I need to find who I really am." I walked out without saying goodbye. I took the night bus to the city center. I do not know where I will sleep tonight. But I cannot stay in a house full of lies. My mother's silence was her shield. My leaving is my truth. The red scarf is wrapped around my neck now. It feels like the only real thing I own. Daniel never held me, but he loved me. Tomas never stayed, but he started this pain. My mother stayed, but she hid the truth. I walk alone now, but I walk with open eyes. The city lights glow in the distance. They look cold but honest. I will find a small room and start over. I will work, study, and heal. Maybe one day I will forgive her. But not today. Today I choose truth over comfort. Today I choose my father's memory over her silence. The bus rolls forward into the night. Rain begins to fall softly on the windows. I hold the scarf close to my heart. It smells like old paper and distant sorrow, but it also smells like courage. Real courage is facing the truth, even when it breaks you. Even when it changes everything. I am Myra. I am 18, and for the first time, I know my story. It is not pretty. It is not fair. But it is mine. I will write the next chapter myself. Thank you for listening to The Red Scarf. If this story touched you, please like and subscribe. Turn on notifications for more emotional English stories. Share your thoughts in the comments below. Until next time, keep listening and stay true to your heart. Goodbye. Goodbye.